There's a few familiar names from Gippsland that have really caught the eye too. Zane Duursma burst onto the scene last year as a 16-year-old kicking goals for fun, and he hasn't slowed down this year either. The brother of Port Adelaide Xavier and AFLW draft hopeful Yasmin has got a great leap, and he loves to fly in packs. Duursma is pretty strong, and he's got some acceleration too, which has seen him excel as a midfielder in spurts this year. He's kicked 19 goals for Gippsland in 9 games this year as a 188cm hybrid forward, with a bag of 6 against Bendigo the highlight. And does he love a celebration?
And so Zane, obviously you're a 188cm mid forward, but how would you best describe yourself for people that don't know too much about you?
I think you've pretty just summed it up pretty well just then. 180, 189,
That's good.
190 now. Mid forward. Yeah, it's pretty much about it. Yeah.
Family.
Oh,
all right.
I think
So obviously
in there, mate.
you're the brother of Xavier Duursma, plays for the Power, and your sister Yaz plays for the AFLW side for Port as well, and you got your brother Will. Who would you say is the best player in your family?
Look, I won't
Yeah.
lie. I will say myself at the minute. I know David's watching this at the moment. He'll get a bit ticked off by that. But yeah,
I mean, if you can get a higher draft pick than Xavier, then that probably proves. Who would you?
That's
What
exactly
club
right.
would you like? Would you like to play for your brother at the same club, or are you happy to go anywhere? Or would it be a preference, or how would you go about that?
I'd be happy to go anywhere. Playing with Xavier would obviously be awesome, but I'm not too fast where I end up, which would be good.
Okay.
So
Yeah. When I had some draftees on the last few years, Mateus Philippo had a lot of self-confidence about himself. Most of the other guys were a bit more conservative when talking about themselves. How do you go about it when you're talking about yourself? Are you more conservative like most guys are, or are you a bit more self-confident like Mateus was?
Yeah, I'm pretty conservative. Or like most of the other boys when I talk about myself. Not too big-headed as some of the people may describe it, but I'm usually pretty conservative.
What's some advice you've been given by some of your coaches that you've stuck with so far heading into your draft year, and obviously the most important year of your life football-wise?
One of the biggest pieces of advice is to start this year was given by actually my dad, who was one of the coaches for a long time. He said that consistency comes first this year, so if I keep that consistency, play a good year, I think sky's the limit.
Who's some players that you feel, I know it's a bit early on, well before the draft in November, but who would you say right now is not getting talked about as much? It's going to be in the draft, will get picked up at some point, that deserves a bit more love and it's not getting talked about as much so far?
I will say one of my good mates from Gippsland Power, Seb Amoroso. He probably doesn't get enough media attention as he'd like, but he's definitely one that looks like that they're a very good chance.
Who would you say
picked up at the end of this year.
is the best player in this year's draft? Is it Harley Reid? And if so, who else along with Harley would you say is some of the best players in this year's draft coming up?
Best part about this year's draft, some of the best players come from Vic Country. So you got Harley Reid, George Stevens, another one, Archer Reid, he's from Gippsland Power, and a couple of other boys, like Nick Watson, Nate Caddy, all those boys. They're all good picks from just in general, yeah.
What player would you best describe yourself if it's an AFL comparison? Who would you best describe yourself as a style of player that plays AFL right now?
I'm not too sure. There's a few players that I play a little bit like. Or if I had to say, I really wouldn't have a choice of who I play like. Guess like myself. I guess
totally fair and understandable. What's some advice that Xavier and Yaz have given you, obviously in the AFL system or in the AFLW system already? What advice have they given you heading into your draft year and how to cope with it? I suppose when it comes your way in November this year.
Xavier's probably the main one that's given me advice, just about telling me about how hard I have to work and all the things I need to expect and all the things I have to go through to get to where I want to go to. Obviously, with getting drafted. So yeah, that's probably the main.
Any questions you got for Zane, guys? Please send them down in the comment section below. Zane, what was that experience like training with the Demons? Obviously, earlier this year, must have been pretty pumped to get that opportunity to start with and get to play or train alongside some AFL quality players.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely amazing. I won't lie, I was a bit starstruck when I got there, as you can imagine. But no, it was really good experience.
Good.
So.
I'm going to read some comments here. There was some people giving you stick earlier. There's going to be too many for me to scroll back, but I'll just try and find some of your brothers in here. Will, Bailey Humphries saying that your brother is better than you. Okay, very interesting, Bailey.
Oh, yeah, that's if it's my younger brother, that's not true. He's in the room right now, actually.
Kev says, what team do you barrack for? Or who did you grow up barracking for?
Well, my family grew up as Lions supporters. We're massive Jonathan Brown fans, Simon Black fans. So I didn't really go for anyone.
Vinny says,
growing up.
Are you any good at basketball?
Oh, Vinny. He's a good kid. Yeah, I do play basketball. I'm okay at it.
Okay, I'll just skip past that one. Sorry. Yeah. What outside of footy? What other sports you like? You obviously mentioned basketball. There. Is there any other sports you like playing or watching growing up?
Oh, there's not really any other organised sports that I do. I do play a bit of golf. Love a bit of surfing. Those sorts of things.
I'm gonna see if there's any more. Zane, I really appreciate you coming on, mate. All the best in November when the draft time comes around. Hopefully, we'll see you on, or I'm sure you'll be on an AFL list. If it's with your brother, that'd be great. If not, congratulations to wherever you play, mate. All the best and good luck. Thanks, Zane.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.